Statistically, good fitness habits make you much harder to kill. Ready?
Just what I wanted to hear.
Don't want to comply? How about now?
Make it stop!
I pick up that.
The Bug, nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain.
Yum yum.
Hello, Bugs. This is The Bug. I'm Andy. This is
Auto
Alice.
drive
And today
now
we're going to be
enabled.
pretending that everything is fine. Yeah, and back. Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? That was as long as I could manage. It's a second and a half. A reality time now, however. And, well, finally today, we're going to road test the latest update to the CSA app, the government app that has brought the great British tradition of snitching on people you don't like back to the very heart of public life, the school playground. I'm going to tell a new threat that's got a whole new lease of life these days, thanks to CSA, and isn't Britain all the more fun because of it? No more grumbling about your neighbours playing their music too loud, just simply report them to the state and have them,
Auto drive now disabled.
involuntarily rehoused at Hotel Cass, the chain of hotels that was formerly known as the prison service. What was the slogan? Is it, if you see something, say something, or if you think you might at some point see something, say something, or if you haven't seen anything but don't like someone, say something anyway.
Auto drive now enabled.
Well, let's have a look at this new app, Alice. I'm sure you've got it on your phone. I mean, at first glance, well, the interface is lovely. It's so neatly designed. A simple button to sneak.
The GPS history of the spider bomb you recovered
You have
regularly
reached your
pings these
destination.
coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
Good place to hold the world's least pleasant dinner party.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Is he reporting you to the authorities
What?
for
Could I-
rolling your eyes when passing a Nigel Cass propaganda poster?
Could you not let me report you first, please? Let's have some decorum about this.
Attention! This area will be used for news. It could be a whole
Control, we have a corrupted door.
Let's find this wanker.
Incredible. There's some kind of secret police bunker down here, like a, what's the opposite of a serial killer's basement?
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
But what were they working on that led them to the Tone bombing?
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelley in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelley's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelley again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelley and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelley gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelley. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelley was her wife, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
Oh, good. Albion is working with Clan Kelley. For a second there, I was worried they couldn't possibly get any worse.
It seems like 0 Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelley and Albion included.
But we can't very well allow people to be snatched off the streets. We have to do something.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
Not too bad for a first go, if I do say so myself.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
Was that a compliment?
Don't worry, you'll get used to him. It's not his fault, he was programmed that way. Well done.
This Albion Clan Kelley business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 Days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelley connection.
EPC. Well, at the very least, we can assume he's still in the UK. Deportations are backlogged to all hell.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
Neighbours, your colleagues, what the heck, in for a penny, your family. You just docked them in and be done with it. But I guess it could backfire. I mean, the thing is with a family, inevitably parents and their children, they end up squabbling and, today's Britain, your kids are going to
No
so
sign
you
of
might as
the
well
target
get
yet.
in there first and preemptively counter-dob them in to the authorities. What's that number? Let's call them up again. Hey, I've got someone else. It's my son. Let's call him Norris. He never times in his bedroom. He gets up late. He listens to illegal, non-government sanctioned music and is correctly
Negative.
booking down to
No
the government
visual of the
restoration
suspect.
freedom of democracy.
Control, add suspect to the most wanted list.
You joining us is totally awesome. Welcome to DedSec.
Yes, I'm ready to go bastard hunting with you lot.
Brilliant.
There's a name I can't fucking pronounce. Always keeps the curtains drawn. Goes in and out of his flat.
Okay, but... No, you sure?
Hey, big shot. Do you have somewhere to be?
You are obliged to follow any and
You're
all
supposed to be
directives
outside.
from Albion
I could be
personnel.
wrong.
Failure to do so will have
Albion owns this city, mate. Don't you fucking forget it. Go bother someone else.
So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
Let's find our contact. If Albion find out Angel is DedSec, they'll torture him for information.
And be prepared to present it to Albion personnel upon demand.
Okay, but... Sure? Alright, I hear you. Sure thing, okay. I guess. What I mean...
Unfucking believable. Prick.
Failure to comply with instructions from Albion personnel is a crime.
Got Bagley summons. I've already taken care of your entry. Get you in quick and quiet.
This is under the radar, right? I don't want an actual record of me in their system.
No worries, I'll spoof. But come meet me on the rooftop. The only place here that doesn't smell like piss. Got some info for you.
The European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up in squalid conditions and forgetting about them. But hey, it's to protect London, right?
New me, eh? Have a drink? Not half bad considering it was made in a bleeding bathtub. Don't worry. They let us have our little voices in here. Keeps us quiet. Right, More for me. You can't be picky. Seeing doctors, lawyers, street vendors come through. It's all the same once you're in here.
What do you mean?
We're all equally dehumanized. As far as the man in the street's concerned, we're the reason the city's gone to shite, you see. So these pricks can do whatever they want to us.
I know.
Ain't no one gonna do anything about it. Where's DedSec when you need him?
What was that?
Ah, nothing. Daydreaming, I guess. Think I need another drink. Listen, steer clear of those Albion wankers' new meat. Stay away from the clinic if you can.
And I get stuck in that. I see this.
Dickhead! Fuck! Chill on the aggro, yeah? Right, enough of this, you hear?
What is going on?
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like now.
Look at this place. They just dump people in here out of sight, out of mind. How does this help anyone? People could get sick, die, or go missing and no one would know.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kelleys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
I don't know what Mary Kelley wants with a bunch of refugees, but knowing her, it's not good.
Truth. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful.
Pushing the location of the EPC database on your optic.
Absolutely. If you can, yeah, sure. If you wouldn't mind, that would be fantastic. Thank you very much, yeah?
besides, there's nothing for the I'm not saying it was arson. I'm just saying, you know, free bono. Who benefits, yeah? Who was the, you know what I mean? It's like...
There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez.
Get this muck out.
Go on, Bagley. Tell me you found something.
have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labelled Exit Interview.
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. You think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking. I know how this ends.
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kelleys have an interesting way of disposing with problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking thugs? Of winding up floating in the dance? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right? Then, when you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the four corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was DedSec the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub. Deportation limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favour of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Bagley, shut up.
have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's examination. You can view it inside the clinic.
Well done.
Patience and throw